Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your boy, Problem Child, doing my SummerSlam review. Now, there's something I want to talk about at the end, and I'm gonna go on a long, probably a little short rant about it. So, here we go. Um, the first match was a warm-up match between um Miz, R-Truth, and Alberto Del Rio versus Rey Mysterio, John Morrison, and J- John Morrison, Rey Mysterio, and Kofi Kingston. Great match, great spots in it. It was a match to build up for SummerSlam, just to get you in the mood, get you excited to see SummerSlam. And I'm surprised they showcased all those guys at one time, so it made the pay per view even more better. So I can't complain about it. I really can't, and I think that hey, it did its job. It did its job. It did its job, and who am I to just say no, that ain't true? But it actually did its job. I enjoyed the match, and I enjoyed everything about that match. You know, it wasn't like a top 5 star match, but it did its job for what it was supposed to be. The next match was Sheamus versus Mark Henry. A great match. I wasn't expecting like the first match, high flying and all this other stuff like the X Division. But I was excited to see this match. It was a great match. It was two big behemoth giant type guys, these bruisers and power guys, and the match was exciting. It was brand new. I mean, Mark Henry did moves that I didn't think he could do in the match. And if you don't know me, I have shitted on Mark Henry in the past, but I mean, this match I can't complain about. It was pretty damn good. It was better than the Big Show and Mark Henry match in my opinion. Um, so I mean, hey, it was a great match. I like the skit that happened with CM Punk and Stephanie McMahon. It was nice to see Stephanie McMahon. We haven't seen her in a while because she's been having children and doing other things. So it was kind of nice to see her back on TV doing her thing. It was funny. CM Punk said that, hey, I wouldn't shake. I'm not gonna shake your hand. I would, but I know where it's been. So that was pretty funny. That was pretty funny to do. So I mean, then we have who's next? Before that, the Divas match, before the Divas match, we had CeeLo Green sing. So I just went to the bathroom on that part, and I just came back, and the Divas match was on, and I said, "Shit, I should have went to the bathroom during the Divas match." But I was very surprised. This match was actually exciting. It was good. It was fantastic. You know what I mean? It was very fantastic. It was so exciting to see actually a good Divas match. I haven't seen a good Divas match in a long, long time. And this Divas match was actually good. It was exciting. And it showcased how much, and I'm going to say this very, very carefully, how much Kelly improved. You know what I mean? She improved a bit. And this was very exciting. And it almost reminds me of when Trish Stratus came in and she wasn't that good. And then Trish Stratus became one of the top divas in the company. So, I mean, they see something in Kelly. I see the improvement. So I can't complain about this match. This match was actually not that bad at all. Okay, so after that, of course, you had the Wade Barrett match and Daniel Bryan. Maybe I got it wrong. Maybe it was before that. I don't remember. Daniel Bryan, Wade Barrett put on an exciting match. This was one that I mean, this was a pretty good match. This probably would have been the undercard match of the night, in my opinion. Wade Barrett, Daniel Bryan did some amazing moves. Wade Barrett kept up with the pace, in my opinion. Wade Barrett did what he had to do in the ring. Very exciting. Can't complain about that match. It was a very glorious and good match, and it was the undercard match of the night to me. Um, then you had Christian come out there for getting ready for his match against Randy Orton in a no disqualification match. So you had Christian come out there. Christian says he's gonna bring out a friend. He's gonna have a surprise, this thing that's gonna shake SummerSlam. So he brings out Edge. Everybody's surprised. The crowd screams, give him a great standing ovation. the match was pretty damn good. The only thing I have to have a problem with is that, Christian put him in the kill switch. Randy Orton pops up like it was, popcorn in the microwave. And then, he puts him in the, you know, he puts him in on the final match for the RKO or the Diamond Cutter. Just jokes. But he put him in the RKO. 1, 2, 3 him. It's over. It was a great match. I mean, that was probably better than anything at Extreme Rules. They could have had that match at an Extreme Rules, be honest with you. That match was pretty damn good. Or they could have had it at Hardcore Justice. I mean, come on. I mean, give them some kind of boost because they're fucking terrible, TNA. But this is not about them. Well, it is kind of about them, but we'll see. Let's move on to what happens next. We got finally the match that we all paid to see. Part 2. Cena versus CM Punk. Part 2. The match was exciting. It started off like an old school match. Did some great moves. Triple H I thought was gonna bury both of them, but he didn't. He just picked them up, threw them in the ring. CM Punk did a nice tribute to the Macho Man Randy Savage when he put his arms in the air and did the elbow drop. So that was great to see something like that. It was really, really great to see something like that. So I'm very excited to see those type of things. The match was pretty good. The match was back and forth. I think I know a lot of people are going to say it didn't have the nostalgia of Money in the Bank, but at the same time, Money in the Bank was in Chicago against a hometown hero who was leaving the company. So it was more invested into that Money in the Bank. SummerSlam was basically the part 2 of it. I mean, everybody knows the sequel doesn't really live up to the original movie. But at the same time, it was really a pretty good, pretty darn good show. And of course, CM Punk wins the match. John Cena puts his leg on the rope, but Triple H didn't see it, so he counts 1, 2, 3. What you call it is the undisputed champion, CM Punk. Now we get to the part that I know a lot of people have been wanting me to talk about. Let me say one thing around here. If you look at my video that says Triple H is now in charge, wow, you will see that I've said all these things that I'm about to say, but I'm really about to go into it. Okay? Number 1, the Click, can't help themselves but to be out the spotlight. They can't be out the spotlight. You heard Kevin Nash in interviews, I don't know why WWE ain't using me. I think I have a lot to give. I don't know. And you got some of these radio hosts on here, on YouTube and on the world and podcasting. And they're supposed to be good friends with these guys, and they always stick up for them no matter what. Because they don't want to lose their relationship or to promote these guys on their shows. So, I mean, whenever they get fired from WWE and TNA and just hopping around to different low-budget promotions, so they want to stay in good graces with these guys, and instead of telling them, look, you're a piece of shit and you really don't have no talent that much. So we get CM Punk celebrating in the ring and Kevin Nash jumps in the ring and, bulldozes CM Punk and does his 2 moves that he usually do, a fucking foot drop and a fucking power bomb, or a jackknife if you want to call it, which is basically a fucking power bomb. And then he runs out, even though you can see him gimping with his fucking broken ass leg. You know what, Kevin Nash? And I heard that interview from the PWR show. Hey, I am like a bear. I'm like a bear. So I am like a bear. I'm not gonna do high spots. Well, let me tell you something. Undertaker's about as tall as you and is about as big as you. And I know a lot of people don't get my video on The Undertaker Sucks. It was supposed to be like a gimmick video. It was a joke video. It was almost like my Glacier video. So come on, guys. It was just for me to have fun with you guys and pick apart and see why do you actually like The Undertaker. I can't believe I have to explain myself on this video about that. But, I mean, wake up, you little pussies. Anyway, the video, the point is, what I'm saying is, the Click can't let nobody get over. And it's WWE 1994 to 1996 again. We're so mad we got paid Pit Squad. Now I'm going to go to WCW and bury all those talents over there because it's all about us. And this is the Click all over again. It is truly the Click. What is it? I mean, come on, guys. I've seen you guys when I was little kids. Most of you guys that say you're fans of the clique were still what? In diapers? Or still, or still in pull-ups and in kindergarten. So you didn't understand the thing of the how impact the clique was on wrestling. You're fans of them now because you've seen old videos, but you don't really understand how impactful the clique was. Some of you guys. I'm not going to say everybody, but some of you guys. So for me, this is a disgrace, in my opinion, because you had CM Punk's talking about change, and we're not changing anything. We're going back to 1996. How is that changing anything? And I know a lot of you guys out there are gonna say, wait till Monday Night Raw, because Monday Night Raw is gonna explain everything. Well, what is it? Kevin Nash gonna show up? The clique is gonna go ahead and do the wolf pack sign. Ooh, this is for the clique. You know what I mean? What's next? We're gonna have Scott Hall stumbling in with a fucking jug of alcohol, saying that he can bury everybody there and he can do a thing. And don't give me this bullshit that Scott Hall and Kevin Nash made everybody else look good. They made one thing look good, and that was themselves. They didn't make nobody else look good. They made one thing look good, and that was their goddamn self. So don't give me no bullshit about, and stop trying to be nice to these wrestlers and tell them, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? What are they gonna do? Fucking beat me up? I can't wait. You know what? What the fuck? Seriously? They got better things to do, you know? So anyway, as I was saying, I mean, come on, man. What's going on here? Okay, I have no problem with Alberto Del Rio winning that SummerSlam, the championship in the Money in the Bank, cashing in the Money in the Bank. Everybody's done it, so what? It's not a big deal. It was exciting to see. It's what we wait for. We kind of, a lot of us out there kind of predicted that Alberto Del Rio was going to do that on a pay-per-view. So to me, this is not, it's in LA, which is basically like, a lot of Latino people are out there. So it's not really shocking that Alberto Del Rio did that. And if you were shocked by it, I don't see why. But the thing I have a problem with is the click. And and I will be doing a separate video about it in its entirety. But this is what I'm saying. What is this? 1996 all over again. Oh, we can't let no other guys do it. It's all about the wolf pack. It's all about the click. Let's go ahead and bury everybody and complain to Vince that why am I not getting put? You know what I mean? So, in my opinion, SummerSlam was okay. I can't complain too much about it. The matches was good. The matches did its job as far as entertaining the fans and entertaining the crowd. Um, I'm not gonna give a star rating about it. I'll just say the pay per view was much better than anything TNA put out in the past 9 months. To be honest with you, but we know we're gonna have some TNA fans that's gonna sit up here and say, "Well, Destination X was good," and what did Destination X lead up to? Or Hardcore Justice was entertaining. It was very exciting. Yeah, okay. Basically, I seen an anorexic woman, an anorexic man fight a guy that can get Social Security checks. That's basically what I seen. So as far as that goes, I'm out. And by the way, the click is back.